How's Brent Splay from ThirstGym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the Hex Press. This uses dumbbells and it's a different variation on your dumbbell bench press, and it's going to work on the chest and the triceps a little bit. There are some discrepancies on whether it's a great way to press with dumbbells or not. I'll leave that up to you. I've programmed it at times for some of my powerlifters in the off season to mix up their pressing patterns, especially after a meet, limit the amount of weights they can use, but also get some extra tricep work as well. So you can make some arguments here and there, and I'll talk about later why this may not be the best exercise for you, but again, I'm putting it together so you know how to at least do it if you choose to do it. So again, I got a pair of dumbbells and a utility bench here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down on the bench, and with the dumbbells, the reason it's called a hex press is because most times the dumbbells you're going to use have the hex pattern, and ideally it works best if they do because they can be pushed up against each other against the flat sides, and they're easier to hold together. You can certainly do it with round dumbbells. It's just going to take a little bit more work because obviously they can roll a little bit, but the exercise is still possible. Hex dumbbells just work better. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get down on the bench into my dumbbell bench press position here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dumbbells, I'm going to bring them in, I'm going to squeeze them together as much as I can. I should feel a little bit of chest there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, keep them squeezed together, touch my chest, press back up. Come down here, squeeze together. Just like that. Now what happens when I'm squeezing these here, that's going to get a little bit more chest activation as I'm constantly adducting. I've got an isometric contraction, and then as I go down, I'm still having to keep them isometrically contracted, but my pecs aren't able to lengthen as far, so I'm going to have to use my triceps to press up a bit more and come back down. Okay, so as I mentioned, the reason this is kind of people don't like this exercise because the decreased range of motion. A normal dumbbell bench press where you're coming down, you've got a good lengthen here across the chest. That's awesome. We want to train through as much of a full range of motion as we can, and the pecs are going to contract at the top. When you come here, it's not as much of a range of motion, but you are obviously keeping some kind of tension to keep the dumbbells together, so you've got a good isometric contraction there. That's kind of where the triceps kick in, as the triceps are going to do more of the pressing. So again, chest to tricep exercise. I really, again, like this for my strength athletes, like way out of season. Mix something up, get them out of this position here, and just do something to influence a little bit more chest and tricep work later on in the training session. Again, it does feel good on the elbows. I will say that I never had elbow issues from this exercise. Everyone complain about elbow issues from this. We're doing heavy extensions. Sometimes can start to aggravate your elbows, so something to also consider. When it comes to programming an exercise like this, honestly, 2 to 4 sets of probably 8 to 15 reps is really good. Again, I use this exercise from time to time. It's not my bread and butter. I do think you've got some places that you can use it. I wouldn't make it as a mainstay in your training program, but if you do want to mix it up from your standard dumbbell pressing, that's how you do it. That's the way you can be benefited from it, and you can at least have the knowledge to understand that, hey, yes, I'm not getting the full range of motion that I'm used to, but I like the way the contraction feels. It feels good on my triceps, feels good on my elbows. Then by all means, definitely put in your training programs. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.